Look at how black this.
Shalom. Call halal YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the whole folk scattered abroad. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. And real quick, I want to go into this clip you just seen. It says, "Here we go again. Chicken farm in Texas with 12 million chickens destroyed by fire." And then the caption says, "Price of chicken about to go up," right? So the price of chicken is about to go up, man. And if you remember a year or two, or maybe a year and a half ago, you had all these food processing plants, catching fire, pretty much being destroyed. And there was really no investigation about it. There was really no explanation for it. But I'm talking about like days, if not weeks apart, these major food plants was being destroyed. And the reason why is because the powers that be, they want to starve you out. Their plan is to destroy all the food, starve you out. They're destroying all the farms. Bill Gates done bought up all the farms. We did lessons on that as well. They're destroying all the food. All right. So that you have no choice but to go to them for food. All right. And the food that is out there is the price is going to go up. It's going to be very scarce. Needless to say, famines are coming. Okay, famines are coming, and it's orchestrated. All right, this is what they want. All right, because ultimately they want to bring in a new world order. They want total control, and if you control the food, you control the people. All right, so let's grab a few scriptures going into what we just saw here on the screen. You see all that smoke. Not only are they destroying, animals, chickens, 12 million chickens, your food source. They're destroying the air, polluting the air with all that smoke. So these devils, man. All right. This is Mark chapter 13, verse 7. It says, "And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet." And we're hearing of wars with Ukraine and Russia, China, and Taiwan, Israel and Gaza, Iran. So we're hearing of the wars. That's how we know what time we're in. All right. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places." There's earthquakes, going on. Okay, left and right every other day. It says, "And there shall be famines and troubles." All right. And this is what we're seeing, the beginning of famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. So this is just the beginning of sorrows, man. All right. And the Lord told us to beware, to pay attention, know who these devils are. All right. Famine is coming, which means a lack of food. Okay. It's going to be a lack of food, a lack of water. There's going to be a lack of these things, which is going to cause people to act sporadic and get violent. All right. Then they're letting all these people into the country, that they can't even feed the people that's already here. Job 5, verse 12, it says, "Disappoint him." It's like he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right. So the Lord is going to disappoint this man, because his thing is he wants to bring in this new world order. He's only going to get so far. All right. Let's go into the NLT. It says, "He frustrates the plans of schemers, so the work of their hands cannot succeed in their scheming." All right. This is a scheme. Okay. He frustrates the plans of schemers. So a part of their plan is to destroy the food so they can make you bow down to them, take their charagma in order to eat. All right. The Lord says he's going to frustrate their plans. It says he traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted. And I remember I did a video about a year ago when all this stuff was going on, where all this food was what was being destroyed. I did a video about a military base, underground military base that had 100 years worth of food in there, and when they examined the food, they had all these big old shells with all this food on it. And when they examined the food didn't have any GMOs. It didn't have any poisonous chemicals like we have in our food in your grocery stores. It didn't have any. It didn't have any of that. So these devils are definitely putting forth schemes and plans. Let's go into this word, schemes. All right, I'm gonna grab it in the dictionary of a schemer or a scheme, because that's the time we in. You know, these devils are, you know, scheming and making plans, and, you know, to ultimately bring forth death and destruction. All right, they don't live by righteous means and, you know, doing what's right and necessary. They don't have any morals or principles. You know, their thing is to just destroy. It says a scheme. It says a plan, design, a program, or of action to be followed. So a project. So this is a part of their plan. Okay, there is by design. It says an underhand plot. Okay, that's a scheme, an underhand plot, and that's what they're doing. They're doing underhand plots, man, underhand schemes. Okay, which that's what you're gonna see all over America. Nothing but underhand plots and schemes, man. All right, damn. So, understanding this, you know, we know to beware of these devils, man. Okay, Esau cannot be trusted. All right, this man cannot be trusted in these last days. That phone does luck, yeah. In these last days, this man is going to show you he's a devil. Okay, he can't hide it. Okay, he can't hide it. His job is to show you that he is the devil. All right, so in those schemes, he's going to show you who he is. And we in the time of great, you know, revealing, you know, of the truth going out. Okay, so they very well might be starting this back up to get the remaining food factories so they can push forward with their plan. All right, total destruction and annihilation. And we're not surprised. We see what you're doing. It all makes sense to us that are in the know. But those of you that are not in the know, guess what? You're gonna be taken by this, man. All right, you're not spiritually preparing for the times we are coming in, and you're gonna need the Lord with you. Scripture says, "Man shall not live by bread alone." Okay, so it ain't just about food. You know, food is not the only thing that's gonna be able to save you. You need the Lord. All right. So let me go here. My phone died, man. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go on here real quick. But it says, let's go to Job, back to Job. So like, yeah. The phone had all this battery, and all of a sudden it just died on me. But it's all right. It's all right. All right. So it says, he frustrates the plans of schemers, Job 5:12. So the work of their hands will not succeed. He traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted. They find it as if they find it is dark in the daytime. Let me go here in verse in KJV. It says they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night, because they're having secret meetings. I was going into this yesterday at camp. They're having these secret meetings. Okay, these plans that they have, you know, thought up. All right, and their thing is, you know, they want to bring these things to pass. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the Lord is going to say the poor, which the poor is the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians. We're the poor. Okay, you living by paycheck to paycheck. You the ones that got, you know, only enough food in your house to survive, you know, for a couple of weeks. All right. It says, so the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. All right. Now let's go here. Let me go back to, and I don't want to make this too long, Salakia, but I definitely want to touch on this real quick. This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. Let's go to verse 1. It says, why standest thou afar off, O Yahawah? Why hidest thyself in times of trouble? Because that's what it seems like. You know, here we are coming to times of trouble, and it seems like the Lord is not, you know, correcting these people or judging these people, but the Lord is definitely all according to his plan. It's all according to prophecy. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. And that's what they're going to do. This is an example of them persecuting the poor. Okay, and they're starting with your food. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined, for the wicked boasteth in his heart's desire, which is they talking about a new world order, and blesseth the covetous, whom Yahweh abhorreth. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. All his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Right. So, amen. Now Esau's being, found out and exposed to be the devil. All right. So look, he's being found out and exposed to be the devil. All right. Let's go here. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 5, it says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay, verse 49, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. And that's what's coming. We are witnessing the beginning of this. It says, Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Even Ezra was seeing this, and he was saying, who is going to deliver me in these days? Because we're coming into the beginning of sorrows, man. All hell is about to break loose out here. It's about to get very uncomfortable. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Right. So what are you going to do when these evils shall come, which evils goes into bad times? Okay, bad times. Eve goes into times, and ills goes into bad times. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So the Lord is doing this to send them as scourges for amendment, because you people are, in your own little world. It says, but for all these things they will not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Because right now you can still go get a meal for about $10, a little under $10, maybe a little over $10. So people think they're in good case, but everything is about to go up, especially in the time of war. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So you people are going to feel it. All right, I'm going to get this right now, close out. I won't make this too long. Let's close out with this right here. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. You people that are of this world. You thinking about, a vacation. You thinking about, your fucking... your career, going to college, all this shit that don't really matter. What matters is YAHAWASHI. And if you don't have YAHAWASHI, you're going to be in trouble. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. People going to be literally fighting, okay, for over the last pack of ramen, over the last water bottle. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You got all these, these immigrants over here that they gonna need food too. So they gonna start breaking in your houses, And man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because it's gonna be, martial law. Okay, streets gonna be blocked off, roads gonna be blocked off, bridges are gonna be closed down. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right. So there's going to be a lack of bread, a lack of food, okay, and great tribulation. So because of this, people are going to start killing each other, wilding out. It's going to get very, very uncomfortable here. And that's why I wanted to showcase that clip in the beginning, because that's the beginning of it. They know what they're doing. All right. The powers that be, they're sanctioning these things and putting these things in play for their purpose. OK, so that they can bring forth their enterprise. All right. Which is that new world order.